chicken in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some noodles in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some carrots in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some hot dogs in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some lollipops in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some French fries in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some ice cream in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some tomatoes in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some cotton candy in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Put some cheese in the pot. Stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat. Good Shabbat. Song. Ima, 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 Ima. Everybody sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. Abba, Nerot song. Nerot, Nerot. Everybody sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. Kiddish, Kiddish, Kiddish. Sing this Kiddish song. A Kiddish, Kiddish. Everybody sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. Chala, chala, sing this chala song. Chala, chala. Everybody sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shabbat, Shabbat, sing this Shabbat song. Shabbat, Shabbat. Everybody sing along. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. L'Adonai. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. L'Adonai. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. Shiru, 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 shir chadash. L'Adonai. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah. Shiru, shir hallelujah, shir hallelujah, hallelujah.
Shir, shir, shiru, shiru, shir, Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everybody. How y'all doing? Rabbi, you've changed your location.
Shabbat shalom,
Virtually,
everybody.
anyway.
It's great to be with you. Can you, Cantor, can you put it up so that we're both displayed?
There you go.
All right, great. Well, welcome, everybody. It's so great to have you with us. We're always excited to celebrate Shabbat with you. Tried to give you a little bit of feeling of our sanctuary today. You have it up on the wall behind me here. Make it feel a little bit more like our sanctuary home. We're going to start with a few songs to get ready and warm up Shabbat a little bit. Yeah,
See, mine
usually
doesn't
you do it out
work
there.
as well.
You lose parts
I'm
of
gonna
your
shut
head
mine
and
off.
stuff when you do it. Yeah.
Maybe someday I'll get a green screen. We'll see.
All right.
Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna wiggle our fingers, gonna clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna nod our heads, gonna wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna shout, hooray! Gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. We're gonna shout, hooray! Gonna nod our heads, wiggle our fingers, clap our hands. We're so glad Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. We're so glad that Shabbos is here. Oh, yeah. Just a little adjustment here. Bim bum, bim 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 bum, bim 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 bum, yubby bubby bubby bim bum, bim 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 bum, bim 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 bum. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam. Let's see. Hine matov umanayim shever achim Gam yachan, hinei matov umanayim shever achim gam yachan. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shever achim gam yachan. Hine matov umanayim shever achim gam yachan. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. One more time. Hine mato, umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine mato, umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad.
Truly, how good it is to be with all of you, even in this virtual setting where we can't see you right now. I love your Shabbat Shalom comments in the chat and being able to share this time with you. Now we're going to kindle our Shabbat lights. If you have candles and you'd like to light them along with us, please feel free to do so. Now that the candles are lit, we can make one circle for ourselves and one circle for our family, one circle for all the people in the world as we join in our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue to welcome Shabbat, singing Lecha Dodi, as we welcome the Shabbat presence into our homes and into our hearts.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Panei Shabbat, nekabla, Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Panei Shabbat, nekabla. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Likrat kala, Panei Shabbat, nekabla, Lecha Dodi. Likrat kala, Panei Shabbat, nekabla.
We now continue with Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. If you're in a place that you can stand up and you're able to do so, you can do that, or maybe sit up a little straighter if you're not in a place that you can stay connected to your computer, but you want to be a little ready for prayer. Baruch Hu, our call to prayer.
la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach leolam vaed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach leolam vaed.
We continue connecting ourselves to the Holy One and all that exists in our world, the oneness of it all, singing Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad, Adonai Echad.
We join in our song of freedom, Mi Chamocha.
Sorry, just had a little technical glitch here. Doing okay? Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osei felet. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osei felet. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, Bokeam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Eli ze Eli anu, ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osei felet. Nora tehilot osei felet. Nora tehilot osei felet.
Now we connect ourselves to everyone who has come before us, to our parents and our grandparents and our great-great-grandparents, all the way back to Abraham and Sarah, before we do that, we'll sing a line asking God to open our mouths and our hearts so that we can sing words of goodness, and then we'll connect to everybody who came before.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips so that I can pray to you with all my heart. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah. Baruch atah Adonai Magin Avraham Vezrat Sarah.
Amen. It is a tree of life to those who hold it fast. All of its supporters are happy. The Torah gives for us a pathway, a way to live a life of meaning and of joy, and we sing our Torah song.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcha ve'ushar. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcha ve'ushar. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, all who embrace it are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Once there was a man who had given up on life. He found no joy in his work, his family, or his community, and so he prayed to God to let him leave this world. "Show me the way to paradise," he implored. God asked him, "Are you sure that's what you want?" The man replied, "I am sure with all my heart." "Very well," replied God, who showed him the way to paradise. And it turned out paradise wasn't far away, just a few days' journey from his village. So late one afternoon, he set out on his way. He walked until nightfall and then decided to rest beneath a leafy tree. Just before he fell asleep, it occurred to him that in the morning he might become confused and forget which was the way to paradise and which was the way back to his village. So he left his shoes by the roadside with the tips pointing toward paradise, so that in the morning all he would have to do was jump into his shoes and continue on his way. But sometimes unexpected things happen. Shoes get turned around. Was it an imp? Was it an angel? Was it just a squirrel? Who knows? But somehow the man's shoes got turned around, and in the morning he rose feeling rested from his sleep. He ate from the fruit of the tree. He prepared to set out on his journey. He went to the roadway, stepped into his shoes, and began walking, unaware that he was in fact returning home. By noon, he could see a village in the next hillside, and his heart leapt. "I've arrived in paradise," he thought. He ran down into the valley and up the hill, not stopping until he had arrived at the gates of the village. "What a beautiful place is paradise," he thought. "My village was always so crowded, so noisy. This is different, so filled with life and joy." He sat down on a bench in the square and witnessed the life of the village. He heard the songs of the children at school and the sounds of the adults at work. He felt the vitality, the energy, and the love that filled the village. He sat in the square all day long. In the evening, he heard the joyful sounds of families reunited at home, and the smells, the meals that were being enjoyed, and smelled the meals being enjoyed by all the families. And he began to feel hungry. He thought, since paradise looks so much like my village, I wonder if there's a street in paradise like my street. And so he went to look, and just where he thought he might find it, that's where it was. Then he thought, I wonder if there's a house in paradise like my house. And just where he thought it might be, there it was. Just as he was wondering at this marvelous coincidence, a woman came to the door, a woman who bore a striking resemblance to his wife. The woman called his name and asked him to come in for dinner. His heart leapt. They know me in paradise. There's a place set for me here in paradise. I don't know what's in paradise, the woman responded, but your soup is getting cold at home. Come inside. He entered the house. This house in paradise was nothing like his house in the village. That house was always crowded and cluttered, filled with commotion. This place was cozy and homey, filled with life. He sat at the table and ate the best meal he'd ever had. He complimented the woman on her heavenly soup. Afterward, he went up to his bedroom and entered the deepest, most restful sleep he'd ever known. In the morning, the woman who looked like his wife handed him his tools and sent him to work. At first, the man was incredulous. Who ever heard of working in paradise? But then it occurred to him that even in paradise, there were tasks to be done. And he found that this work was different from the work he'd done before, not dull or tedious. It filled him with a sense of purpose. And that night he returned to the same warm and loving house, the same kind woman, and more of her wonderful soup. Do you know that in all the years that followed, no one could convince the man that he hadn't made it to paradise? Every one of his days from then on was filled with more wonder, more life, more joy than the day before. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat candles are burning bright right there. Shabbat candles are burning bright. Shabbat candles are burning bright. Let us know it's a Friday night. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. Shabbat challah, good to eat. Shabbat challah, so good to eat. Shabbat challah, it's good to eat. It's a special Shabbat treat. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends. Well, Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you and all my friends.
Yes, all my friends, Shabbat Shalom. Just a few announcements before we end with our family blessing. At our service tonight at 7:30, Professor Jack Pitney from Claremont McKenna College will be doing an analysis of the election and of where we go from here and what the meaning is for the different political parties and as we move forward as a nation. So that'll be at 7:30 on our Facebook page, TBI Facebook page, and Zoom, and wherever. It's all in the congregational email, but you can always find us on the Facebook page. And just a note, start to put something in your head that 2 weeks from tonight, next Friday, we'll be on a regular family Shabbat schedule the night after Thanksgiving. But 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to have a special family Beit Sefer Shabbat. And so that service is actually going to start 15 minutes earlier. It's going to be a little longer. It's going to start at 6:15. And we're going to have it as a Zoom meeting so that people can light candles together and do things like that and see each other's faces. So yeah, those who are in Beit Sefer will get direct emails about it, but everybody is certainly welcome. That's 2 weeks. Next week, regular. 2 weeks from tonight, a little bit different. And Wednesday night this week at 7 o'clock is our Interfaith Thanksgiving service. Again, there was a flyer in the congregational email yesterday, and you can join Cantor Paul and me and our larger interfaith community around the Claremont area for I don't know how many years, Cantor?
30. This is the big 3-0.
The 30th Interfaith Claremont Interfaith Council Thanksgiving service. So we'd love you to join us for that. Any other announcements you want to add, Cantor?
Only that we'll be back with you tomorrow evening at 6:45 with our Zoom Siyum and Havdalah. Same is true also on Monday evening, although on Wednesday, because it is our Thanksgiving service, we will not be doing a Zoom Siyum. So if you come on to Zoom Siyum, you will not see us because we will be working Thanksgiving, but hopefully there'll be directions and pointers wherever you look that will direct you where we would love to have you join us. And other than
Gather
that, I'll
people
be,
close.
The plan. Yep, the plan is to be there Tuesday for our preschoolers at 11 a.m. on the TBI Preschool Facebook page for me, anyway.
Gather your close with your brothers or sisters or parents or whoever you're there with, grandparents, for our family blessing.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you with good and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God be with you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom shalom.
May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Yitraot.
Good Shabbos. See you tomorrow night.